everyone, good morning, happy Monday. Welcome back to Aquariums and Coffee Talk. I hope you guys had a great 2 weeks. It's been, 2 weeks since I was on here. If you tuned into the last episode, you know I said I was going to go do some diving. Check it out. I'm emergency oxygen provider certified. So, you want to be my diving buddy. I'm fully prepared. Since we talked, it's like I said, it's been a while. It feels like it's been forever. But this past Saturday was World Oceans Day, and I'm curious what you guys do to celebrate World Oceans Day. I know not everyone has saltwater tanks, but I definitely have saltwater tanks. All my tanks here at the house are saltwater, and in addition to the tanks here at home, I also work as a biologist and an aquarist at a public aquarium, so I'm taking care of fish from all around the world every single day. And it's a great way and a great reason to celebrate World Oceans Day. And I just want to give you a quick tip, what you can do to help promote and protect our oceans. Now, I know you probably heard like plastic straws, it gets old hearing it, but one of the really big things that you can do is carry a water bottle around with you. Instead of buying water bottle or plastic bottles, buy a reusable water bottle. You can take it with you and refill it anywhere you go. It's free. I don't know, like here in Vegas, if you were to go buy a bottle of water, it's going to cost you like $5 or $6 because of all like the tourists and stuff. They put the prices way, way high. So bring your own water bottle, refill that sucker, and save yourself some money and do good for the environment. Something else that you can do that I mentioned on Instagram, it might seem a little bit weird, but when you go out to eat places, especially places that have really big serving size that you always get to-go containers with, take your reusable containers. That way when you get home, hey, good morning again. That way when you get home, you can just pop your containers in the microwave. You don't have to worry about like the styrofoam or plastic melting down into your food. And that's one less thing you have to throw away. So that's pretty exciting. It feels a little bit weird to do it at first. I'll be honest, I don't know, people are gonna think I'm crazy, but I've started doing it, especially like this breakfast place that I go to. So I feel a little bit better. It feels awkward, but then you get used to it and you're like, I'm doing a good thing. So, in addition to my little oxygen provider card, check it out. Adams 25 Lagoon sent me a sticker this week. Yay, thank you. I got to start another water bottle. I've got so many stickers. So yeah, that's exciting. Thank you. I have a few stickers left. If you guys are interested in stickers, I know that's typically more of an Instagram sticker trading thing, but feel free to send a message either here on Instagram. I'll be happy to send one out to you. Let's see. Hey, good morning. Thank you for joining. Is that a discus in your photo, Xavier? It looks like a discus. Discus are always such pretty fish. I've always been terrified to keep them. I've heard that they're very particular when it comes to having precise water parameters. Yes, I will save you a sticker. You know what? Yeah, I need to send you a message. So, we were talking today, like two big things. I don't have anything super, super important to pass along, but fish shows. There's a bunch of fish shows. The second half of the year is typically when you're going to see most of the aquarium trade shows, the fish shows popping up. So I'm curious to know, please comment below and let me know what shows you guys are looking forward to attending this year. A lot of, one of the shows I went to last year was, I don't want to say it's more of a freshwater show because it was fresh and salt, but I feel like I had more of a, most of the people I met were all freshwater based, and I love that show. Aquatic Experience is in Secaucus, New Jersey, right on the New Jersey-New York border. So that, I believe, is in October again this year. My goal is to try and go. I've got a full-time job that I work, so I've got to request off time from work. But I would love to go to Aquatic Experience this year. That was so much fun. I loved meeting you guys. So that's one of the shows on my list. Reefapalooza, California. It's right in my backyard. If I can get the time off, I definitely want to go because they have had a whole bunch of frags last year. I've got my nano tank finally set up, so I definitely want to go pick up some new coral frags for my tank. And you know, I love any excuse to go out to California. It's such a beautiful area out there where they have this. MACNA is another one that is coming up that I'm definitely going to be at. MACNA is in Orlando this year. I believe it is the last weekend of August. So if you haven't ever been to a MACNA, it's a saltwater show, but it's an amazing, amazing show to go to. It is the Star Wars exhibit at Disney, if you're a Star Wars fan, opens like right before MACNA. So, you know, why not plan a weekend or like an extra long weekend trip? Go to MACNA, go to Disney. Yay! I'm trying to figure out how I can squeeze it in. Hey, Dr. Ted, good morning. Are you planning on going to any shows this year? Another show, so Aquashella in Dallas already occurred. I guess it was, I want to say that was in March, but the original Aquashella was in Chicago, and they're going to still be having that this year, although the time and the dates for that have moved. It was at the beginning of August, now it's at the end of September. So if you were thinking about going to Aquashella in Chicago, definitely, if you're like me, you got to change your request off days. So that's another one I want to try and go to because I heard Aquashella was so much fun. Like, I've seen the photos from it. I definitely want to go. And it's in Chicago where the Shed is. I love the Shed Aquarium. It's in a beautiful aquarium. If you haven't ever been there, definitely go to Aquashella, and then we'll go to the Shed. I've actually already been talking to people. I'm like, I'm going to go to Aquashella, but I'm going to go to the Shed, and it'll be fun. I'm like, oh, can we go? Like, yeah. The more fish nerds and an aquarium, the better, right? Let's see. You can get discounted tickets to the parks through MASNA. Okay, that's another reason to go to MACNA. MASNA is the society that puts on MACNA, so definitely go to their website, check that out. Get some discounted tickets, and I think maybe still discounted hotel rooms. I'm not sure. Let's see, what other shows am I trying to go to this year? Reefapalooza, California, MACNA, Aquashella, Aquatic Experience. I think those are the four big ones. Reefapalooza, New York is coming up in like 2 weeks, so definitely if you're up in that area, definitely check that one out. I think it might be actually in the same place that Aquatic Experience is, in the convention center up there. So yeah, what shows are you guys going to? Those are the shows that I've requested off for. Not that I'll actually get the time off, but those are the ones that I want to go to. But we will, New Life Spectrum will be at more, I believe we're going to be at Reefapalooza, New York in a couple of weeks. So if you already got your tickets for that, if you're going for that, definitely keep an eye out for Ian. He's our president. He will be there. He was the one that was at Starved Reef Expo up in Illinois about a month ago. So that was a great show. No shows in Singapore yet, no. But international shows, we are at Interzoo every year. So Interzoo is we're not at Interzoo every year, we're at every Interzoo. So Interzoo is every other year. I believe May 2020 is when it's in Nuremberg, Germany. So we'll definitely be there. I'm definitely looking forward to that show. That was such an amazing show. Actually, the last time when I was there last year, I actually got to meet Heiko Blair. I didn't realize who he was at the time when I was talking to him and like getting all excited about pufferfish, and then somebody's like, you know who that was, right? I'm like, what? No. Oh my gosh, like he goes out and researches and like discovers fish and names fish, and holy cow. So it was a cool experience. There you go. Reef stock in Australia. Man, I want to go to that one too. Travel the world, right? So the other thing I was going to talk to you guys about was social media, like how to engage and interact with companies. But most of the tips I had were more specifically geared towards Instagram. So I probably won't go over those. But you know, if you are trying to engage with companies, interact with them, definitely make sure that you comment on their posts. Um, you know, if you want to get their attention, like, you know, check out their post, not just the photo, but the caption. Some places, you know, it's all about the pretty pictures, but a lot of times people use those platforms, especially on Instagram, as a way to relay the message. YouTube is very different, obviously, because, you know, it's the full video with the audio as well. It's not just a picture. So, but yeah, if you are trying to get a company's attention, definitely make sure that you engage with them, that you comment on their posts, especially even here on YouTube, like comment on the thing below. I go back through like every day, every other day, and check the comments to see if anybody's posted, and I try to respond to everybody. So that's a good way to get the attention of a company, is like have good, meaningful comments that like will engage them and like ask them questions or stuff like that. So that's my little tip for social media. If you want to know more, definitely head over to Instagram, watch that live from today. Let's see what else. So a news update. I think the last time we talked, I told you about how this giant hermit crab that I've got is kind of destructive. So I've got this catch cup container right here. The other day I came in and I found out one of my other hermit crabs, I have this little marine striped hermit, is missing a whole bunch of his, not his claws, but his legs. So he's in the little catch cup for now, getting hand fed to make sure that he feels safe and comfortable and is able to remolt and grow back some of those legs that he's lost. In the meantime, I hate to do this. Like, I don't ever like to rehome animals, but I think I might have to find a new home for my giant hermit crab. He's already, I don't know, he's not quite tennis ball size. He's bigger than ping pong ball size, but he's decent, and like he's gonna get a lot bigger, so I might have to find a home for him. I've seen him like trying to grab at Frank before, which Frank was trying to steal his food, so understandable, but still, I don't want anything to happen to my fish. So last but not least, this week, and I guess right after I talked to you guys last week, I was hanging out staring at my little nano reef, and I've got 2 different acans in there, and I noticed that the one had a little baby growing on the side. I was pretty excited. And then again this past Friday, I was sitting there just, you know, staring, just relaxing, enjoying the tank, and I noticed another little acan head starting to show up on my other acans. So I'm pretty excited. I keep seeing photos all the time about people having like little baby corals pop up in your tank, but this is a first for me personally in my home aquarium. Yes, Frank knows the blue lids mean food. Yeah, this is what you want, buddy. This is the coral food. Your food's over there. Don't worry, we'll get some breakfast. So I'm super excited, but I figured I would share with you guys again. See if I can get it close without the glare. So this is Reef Cell. He is. I love him. As much as I enjoy that hermit crab, Frank is my top priority. I would hate for anything to happen to Frank. So I know we've talked about this before, but I figured since I'm seeing such amazing results, and I finally cut back the amount I feed, that I would show you guys again the Reef Cell. The Reef Cell powder. A little bit goes a long way. It's got a little scoop in there that I'm not going to dig out and make a mess, but a little teeny tiny amount will feed 20 gallons, which is what my tank is. I was probably feeding maybe 3 or 4 times that amount for a 20 gallon, and I was having some issues with algae, but now that I've gotten to feeding exactly what I need to be feeding, my little nano reef is awesome, super awesome. I don't do videos on New Life Spectrum of that one, but if you want to see it, you can go to my website, waterloggedlife.com, and there are links to the YouTube channel. It's a very new channel, so it doesn't have a lot of subscribers. I don't know if you type in waterlogged on YouTube if it will come up. But I just recently, a week and a half ago, did a video of my new corals, so you can see, like, have a baseline for their growth and what it's looking like. Let's see. People don't give fish enough credit for intelligence. No, they don't. Fish are super, super smart. We were talking the other day, so at work I'm training a pufferfish to come to a target, to swim through hoops and stuff like that. And so when I'm not there, my coworkers know where the target is and like how to actually feed with the target. And the one came up to me the other day, they're like, I think he knows the difference between you and me. I was like, what do you mean? They're like, well, yeah, when I feed, he'll come over to the sign, but he won't touch the sign. But when you feed, like, he knows that he has to touch the sign. I was like, well, yeah, like, they're super, super smart. So yeah, pufferfish are awesome. So are cowfish and dogfish. Actually, we were talking about archerfish the other day. Somebody might have archerfish. If you're not familiar with archerfish, they're from South America. They're brackish fish. They kind of like hang out towards the surface of the water. And if they see bugs on tree branches above, they'll spit water. Yes! At whatever bug it is and knock the bug into the water, and they're able to eat it. But they have the accuracy of the water that they spit is phenomenal. I actually volunteered in an aquarium, and anytime you'd feed them, anytime I feed them, they would know. They would hit me in the glasses almost every single time before I was able to drop the food, and I was like, you guys are impressive. Frank here, on the other hand, just spits water. I cleaned it off. I had to clean it off because it looked terrible, but literally I'll come home from work and the whole tank will be covered in salt creep, and like you could see water just like running down the front of the tank. Oh yeah, those guys are awesome. All right, guys. Well, that was about all I had for this week. Oh wait, I forgot to show you. I should, my Instagram peeps. Let's see the focus. So I did my nails for World Oceans Day. It's kind of hard to see, but I got a sea turtle and some jellyfish. This is supposed to be a shark. Got some coral, scuba diving. Let's see what else we got. A little crab. There we go. So, yep. That's my last 2 weeks in wrap up. But anybody who's watching this, like I said, please comment below. Let me know what shows you are going to this year, what shows we might get to see you at. And as always, if you have any questions, any comments, feel free to leave them below. I'd go through and check those all the time. And I'm gonna get off and get Frank some breakfast. He's absolutely starving, as you can tell. I promise I don't starve him. He eats twice a day, but anytime he sees me, he's like, oh, food? Food? Aw, you're so nice. Thanks, Dr. Ted. So, you guys have a great week. I will see you next Monday, 8 a.m. Pacific time. 11 a.m. Eastern time. Wow. Time zones, man. Have a great week, guys. Thanks so much for watching.